All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome, Dev Call, January 30th. All right. Big news today. So some of you guys have already noticed, and people have been asking about it, mainly the reporters who are sort of kind of engaged in the system. But we had a little mini, called an upgrade, but like we're not, I know we're like not upgradable, so it's weird. We switched the Oracle address on you guys. What this means for if you're a token holder, absolutely nothing. You don't have to do anything. There's no migration. Basically, we have this thing in the Tellor system where if you know, we mint tokens to the Oracle for time-based rewards. So we have this slight inflationary aspect in our system where we mint some tokens to the Oracle. And if you ever want to update the Oracle, basically it calls the Oracle to ask what is the proper Oracle. And then if the Oracle for 7 days reports that it's a new one, then it switches over. So it's very, very robust and easy to prevent anyone from ever upgrading this. But long story short, we had identified some fixes that we wanted to make. So basically to the governance contract, there were some things we could do to make it more secure and more sort of gas efficient for voting. And whenever people integrate us, so you have the really old integrations like Liquidity and Ampleforth, and they read the token contract. The proper way to do it for like the newer integrations is you're reading directly the Oracle contract. That way, this function doesn't matter to you. Everybody can keep reporting on the old Oracle contract. You can report to yourself. But we have some people right now. So there's Reflexer. There's I think we're working with Badger soon, and they're going to lock onto an Oracle contract, not onto the main token contract. So if they're locking onto the Oracle contract like they should, we wanted to sort of get these fixes in before some of that stuff happened, which was like hopefully ASAP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we made those switches, and now we have a new Oracle address, and that will now be getting from here on out the time-based rewards. That's about it. It's relatively unexciting though as far as any buzzworthy news. I would say
what users and reporters need to know.
New users, particularly if you were like getting ready to integrate, like yes. Our docs have changed slightly.
And if we were ever going to do this, now's the time to do it before new integrations.
Yeah, because if new integrations happen, then you would have basically you would need to keep people reporting on two different oracles, which isn't the end of the world. And we built it so that works, you know, similar to like you still have Uniswap and Uniswap v3, like they exist and that's fine. But we wanted to just rip the Band-Aid off now.
Yeah.
Anyway, what you have to know if you're a reporter, time-based rewards are still on the old Oracle contract, but they will run out in like 2.5 months.
April 20th.
420
is when they run out.
So you're welcome to stay on the old Oracle contract. You're welcome to keep reporting forever and ever. If
we would stop you.
Right. Like if you have users there that we don't know about and you want to keep reporting for them, we can't stop you. You can keep doing that. If you want to switch over and get the new Oracle time-based rewards, which you can go do as of now, switch over by 420. Easy enough.
Yeah, it means that you need to request stake and withdraw 7 days before that.
Yeah, so you request stake and withdraw 7 days later, you switch over. If you're a reporter, you likely know exactly what we're talking about.
Yep.
And we're going to put out guides and written stuff for this too, so you guys can tweet, retweet, pass it around to your friends.
Yep, and we're going to publish a formal announcement of it.
Yep.
In an hour.
So cool. All right, well, that was what I was working on for the past week, and then we're gonna start some fun stuff here for development. So we'll walk around, see what everybody else is doing. Owen, how's things?
Things are good. Yeah, I was working on tests, and I need to review a PR from Tally this morning. But after that, I'm open for new things.
and new things we have. So it's good. Okay, cool. Akram.
Working on implementing autopay module on Cadena for a way to request data by tipping. That's my focus for now.
Nice. Oh, cool. Oh, Owen, you're not gonna like this job as far as how fun it is, but I know we were sending around the Ampleforth implementation. So Ampleforth, Bitfinex or what's the group, AnyBlock? Or
There was an API, there was a
Somebody
company called AnyBlock that ran an API that we were using for Ampleforth. A company called Blockdaemon bought AnyBlock, and they've now decided to discontinue the API we were using.
but they were actually really nice.
Yeah, they're really cool. They sent us the code for the API so we can run the API.
So we can like calculate it on our own.
Yeah.
And do the Ampleforth calculations on our own. We'd love to sort of build that into Telliot. What's it written in? Is it Python code or
It's JavaScript.
JavaScript code? So if you want to rewrite some JavaScript code, I think Tally has it, or Spuddy has it, right? You posted it. Okay, Spuddy will send you the private repo.
Yeah.
And then now we will basically just change IntelliIt from right now it's just basically calling the AnyBlock API to calling a different API and doing a calculation on it.
Now we're Brave New Coins.
Brave New Coin, yeah. So, cool.
So basically they were calling a different API and doing some other
Yep.
calculations on top.
Yep. So it should be relatively simple. It's
I'll,
just,
I'll get you the full deets.
yeah.
I don't think it's simple. They were calling multiple APIs, right? That look like Bitfinex, KuCoin, a bunch of different.
Owen's
Bunch of
a pro. It's simple for Owen.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can, you can chat with them. The big thing we want to do is make sure that we have some robustness as far as some of the APIs we're calling, which we haven't had in the past, and I think this is actually a benefit to having a more distributed piece for them. Because before we were kind of reliant on that one API,
And just in case something like this
and they
happened,
knew that, but yeah, it was
this is a good example. This is exactly what can happen when you rely on these
centralized APIs.
centralized APIs.
Yeah,
They discontinue your API.
The day that API went down, Chainlink just didn't report a value for Ampleforth. We reported based on just one, like the other API we were using, which is what we're kind of doing now still. So
Did they give us a date for discontinuing it? Do they have an exact date? Do we have a deadline?
I don't think so.
what do you mean?
When is
When is it gonna
AnyBlock?
be- Yeah.
Or is it
Gone.
done? Oh, it's gone.
It's gone.
Okay.
Oh,
Last day, I believe. They said the end of the month, right?
tomorrow?
They cut it off and then sent us the email.
How nice.
Okay,
No warnings.
so
But you posted that code already, or?
I have it on email and I think Spuddy was able to open it because they sent us a zip file.
We opened it securely before.
Yes,
Securely on
I
my.
did not open it, so.
Scanned it, yeah. All right. Tally.
Hey, I finished integrating the query address to Telliot. That's for the DVM. As well, I put in a PR, so that was merged. And then I also now have an open PR. The one Owen is reviewing is for supporting non-float types in the DVM. So in other words,
Uh-oh.
the disputability of things that aren't floats, for example, address. And then I need to update the addresses in the monitor and then in the API as well.
Nice. Yeah, you kind of broke up, but I think we got it.
Okay,
Thanks, Sally.
sure.
Ryan.
Yeah, I do need to still update some addresses for the front end, but I've been diving into more into API stuff than I was expecting to kind of trying to really understand how it works the data feed. So that's what I've been focusing on for now.
Nice. Yeah, and I guess for the biz dev guys, check like, I know there's like docs on Polygon and all those other places that we,
Oh, yeah.
which make sense for like updating this kind of stuff or checking. But I mean, we even just redid the doc, so there's probably other things too. You can go back and freshen up. But so.
And all of our little client programs that have the contracts part for the gen.
Yeah. So it's funny.
Basically, I'm doing this.
Cool.
We're gonna be doing biz devies type stuff too. About it.
Cool. Yeah, very nice. Then Mike, can you?
Don't forget, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern is a
Oh, yeah.
Twitter space for with Nick on the Gnosis Builders community page. So
Can't you like win a POAP?
there's going to be a POAP.
You can win a
Yeah.
POAP.
Also, stay tuned while we're talking about it. There will be there's going to be Tellor Gnosis NFTs that are going to be released over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for those announcements. They go fast. Well, the last ones went out in 3 hours. So, yep. So I'll send you the questions if you want to review. I know you like to just wing it.
Yeah.
No, but those, yeah,
Okay.
I'll send you the actual documents. It's not really a script, but
Yeah, I mean, we really seem to like it. So we launched over on Gnosis chain, and they're we sort of jive well with them as far as they're really hard pushing on the decentralization aspect, and
They're really cool.
and
Yeah,
they're cool people too. So
the best
Yeah.
other chain we've worked with.
yeah, I mean, we're generally not like NFT people, but they're into it, and
I mean,
so-
they're doing it on their, we can't stop them.
right, like we're okay with it. We sort of like their brand too, so it's fun. Anyway, and then if you guys notice, there's a new face here. We have with us Dan. Dan, you want to introduce yourself?
Yep. Hey everyone, I'm Dan. I am 24. I'm from Pittsburgh. I have a degree in math and computer science, but I don't know much about crypto. I'm excited to learn and hopefully add some value to the team.
You're a liar. But you do own crypto, right?
I do.
Yeah. So, and then I mean, you've traded, like you have a MetaMask and you've traded and everything like that, right?
Yep.
What was your first crypto?
A lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use the DEX or a swap exchange and a wallet. You know more than like 90% of people already.
If you've held crypto in a local wallet,
Yes.
you're head and shoulders above the rest of the crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
What was your first crypto?
Bitcoin.
What was your first
What?
altcoin?
Cardano.
Okay, typical.
Okay.
That's the era we're
Yeah.
in right now.
no, it's good.
Dunning-Kruger.
But yeah, so we're excited. He's going to be, you're not really a programmer yet, right?
No,
Yeah.
I started on Crypto Zombies.
Nice. I told him to start there, and he's going to be learning just some coding and hopefully helping us out. He's a math major, so hopefully we can get somebody here who understands some of the math behind this stuff. And yeah, it'll be cool. So welcome, Dan.
Welcome, Dan. Glad to have you.
Yeah, thank you guys for the opportunity.
Welcome.
Welcome.
But yeah, he'll be kind of, we'll be setting up calls. You can meet the team. He'll be introducing himself in the community as well. So in the Discord, so give him a nice little welcome. And yeah, we're gonna turn him into a little crypto dev here. So it's gonna be fun. All right. Well, any questions? I guess. Oh, and you had one, right?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of realized it's more like a send to the biz dev channel, but I was feeling ambitious, so I put it in the deep questions channel. No, it's basically they're making a more secure, like decentralized liquid staking token, and it has like some exotic data that it's apparently supposed to be based on, like the number of node operators underlying the protocol and how much the stakes are distributed amongst the node operators. I was wondering if maybe we could report that data, provide that data to them, and maybe like get a grant if there's one available to subsidize that or something. I don't know.
It would probably be really easy to just calculate. So I don't even know if it's just like a new data type that's like query, pinging their P2P network. I think we probably wouldn't even need a grant. You could just throw it on chain in an hour.
Just use it as a market.
But like, yeah, no, I think that's a great use case. Like I've talked about this in the past where, it's really hard to like incentivize people running a full node. It's really hard to say like, how do you actually get people doing this? And so, maybe oracles as auditors or something like that, where you can reward people that successfully do something. I think the only challenge there would be like how specific the data is, and like would it just make sense for them to sort of be their own oracle? But either way, it would make sense for them to like you could like use like a teller structure and then just require staking their own token or something like that, which would be cool. So I don't know. Yeah, that would be one the multiple staking. You could have something tied in there. But no, that's a great idea. It's and which project was this?
Index something, I forget their name. Index Co-op.
Nice.
The DMs are open on Twitter.
Sometimes it's okay when their DMs are open on Twitter. A lot of times they ignore you. So
Owen, do you want to run point on reaching out to them and
see
discussing the
What they need.
Yeah.
Sure.
Nice.
all right. Yeah. And then yeah, for the community, this is we have like 1 month until ETH Denver. So we'll be there sponsoring, and a lot of our focus over the next month is going to be on preparing for that. So anyway, great call, great meeting, great talking. We shall talk to you next week.